I've had some folks ask me where my studio is. You're looking at it. Can you imagine a better one? And it has been an absolutely gorgeous day today. I can't believe it. I have to pinch myself every time I do these things. What, what kind of surroundings I'm in. It's amazing. Look, I have a sort of a strange quirk too. Some of y'all may not know that, but most of you realize it by now. Sometimes something innocuous or unimportant gains my attention and agitates me until I finally give in to the itch and just have to scratch. Well, a few days ago, I just began to wonder about some of the symbols we see almost every day, especially around this time of the year. And I decided to find out where they came from and why they exist. Now, you take the donkey, symbolizing the Democrat Party, and the elephant that represents the Republicans, and the paunchy, grizzled, rosy-cheeked image of the much-loved Santa Claus. Where'd they come from? And why do they exist? Well, on September the 27th, 1840, a German was born who made all three of these symbols part of our visual lives. Lord, here comes two cars at the same time through Chaco. I got to write that down. Well, this German was born and made all three of the symbols part of our visual lives. And his name was, well, I'm sure you know what it was, as well informed as you are. And we'll get back to him in a minute. Now, when Andrew Jackson was running for president in 1828, one of his opponents called Jackson a jackass. And uncharacteristic, I think, the hot-headed Jackson was amused by this and started using an image of a donkey on his campaign posters. Now, he defeated John Quincy Adams, and our German man began using the cartoon of the donkey to represent the Democrat Party, and it just stuck. And sometime later, he drew an elephant cartoon to represent the massive Republican vote, but placed the elephant peering down into a pit, at the edge of a pit containing corruption and other unlovely objects. Well, the elephant cartoon caught on, and that symbol began to represent the GOP. Now, our German also drew a cartoon of Santa Claus, bearing not only gifts, but other objects signifying military equipment like a sword, since his caricature of old St. Nick was done during the Civil War. His cartoons depicting the evils of slavery and the heroic actions of the Union soldiers caused Abraham Lincoln to call him the best recruiting sergeant we have. He's most remembered for his biting cartoons exposing the corruption and underhanded operations of New York, of the unholy alliance containing Boss Tweed, that you've probably heard about, the Tammany Hall, and the Democrat Party. It was a mess. Well, he got to this country at age 6 and went through a whole bunch of training, and that's where he wound up with Harper's Weekly and did a lot of work for them overseas. He drew cartoons for the revolution in Italy at the time, and he really got around. And I'm sure that by now you know that the German's name was Thomas Nast, N-A-S-T, Nast. You did know that, didn't you? I mean, after all, you see his cartoon images almost every day and lots of times during political events and around Christmas time. What do you mean you didn't know? Confession time. I didn't know either till I looked it up. Looked up the donkey and the elephant, and I'm glad I did. Now, you and I both know, just in case you didn't. I'm Jim Ritchie. I'll see you again next time.